Oh, you into fitness? Well, you came to the right place.
Alright guys, welcome to the Skullay Get Shredded recap. This is going to be a two-part video where I just discuss my cut and talk about things such as injury, vacation, holidays, all the things that are bound to come up while you're trying to lose weight. I also want to touch on, my original plan when it came to cardio and what I actually ended up doing, minor changes I made to my diet along the way, and my future plans moving forward. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so last time I was on the cut this series, it was also for the photo shoot, and the date was already set for it. I had 2.5 weeks to get as lean as possible, and I didn't know anything about dieting or nutrition, so basically I was just trying to move around more and eat less. I would run 1.5 miles to the gym, train, then run 1.5 miles back. I was barely eating and just trying to lose as much weight as quickly as possible. Over that 2.5 weeks, I ended up losing about 12.5 pounds, 12, 13 pounds, but I was hungry the whole time. This time around, I took things really slow. I didn't have a set date for when I wanted to reach my goal, and it was a night and day difference. So, hunger issues weren't a problem for most of my cut, and, it was just much easier to make progress and keep my sanity along the way. Alright, so if you have been following along with the Skullay Get Shredded series, you know that at the beginning of my cut, I had surgery on my hand, and I just had to get some pins put into my pinky and the bone rotated. And so for a little while, I couldn't train at all. And then when I got back into the gym, I had to really adjust my training so that I wouldn't aggravate my hand. All my exercises had to keep my hand completely open so I didn't aggravate the finger. And my upper body workouts consisted of me doing a hammer chest press, a shoulder military press machine, and straight arm press downs. And so it was really, really boring. I would do 6 to 9 sets of each exercise, and that would be the workout. The overall intensity of my workouts dropped, and that also caused me to slow down my weight loss. But I just stuck with it, and I wanted to do whatever I could to maintain the muscle I had while I was on the cut. Alright, so another thing that happened towards the beginning of my cut was I went on a cruise for my friend's bachelor party. And, going into this, I was thinking, there's going to be food everywhere, there's buffets you can eat at any time. But I also knew that there were sit-down meals where people would serve you. And my plan was, okay, I'm just going to stick to the sit-down meals, don't go to the buffet if possible, and, still drink, have fun with the guys. It's a special time in my friend's life. I want to celebrate with them, but also keep in the back of my mind that, look, I'm on this cut and I don't want to lose all the progress I made along the way. And it worked out pretty good. I had a good time on the trip, and, it was a minor setback, but, I just stayed focused, kept moving forward. All right, so I started my cut, and it was the end of October. So along the way, I had to deal with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And, leading up to these holidays, my thought process was, okay, on that week, I'm just going to be a little bit more aggressive with my deficit. And on the day of, I'll go to my mom's house, I'll eat whatever I want, but it'll just be that one meal for the day. I also wanted to make sure I had a lot of plans on those days to keep myself busy, so I wasn't just sitting around thinking about food the whole time. And it worked out pretty good. On Thanksgiving, I was able to, stay on track. Christmas, I think I gained maybe 1 pound or 2 after it was all said and done, and with New Year's, it was about the same thing. But overall, I was still making progress the whole time, and, I got through it. All right, so bachelor parties and holidays, these are all, really special things, but keep in mind that, well, at least where I'm from, in New Orleans, there's always a reason to celebrate, to go party and do something, you know what I mean? It's always somebody's birthday, somebody's coming in town. So you kind of have to make it known to your friends and, your significant others that, look, I got this goal in mind, and so, if I'm not going out all the time or if I'm not partying the way I used to, you know why, And just don't take any reason as a reason to go off your cut, and, just take it as a setback. Things that are planned and they're coming, work around them, but otherwise, you got to stick to your guns and just make the most of what you can with whatever situation you're given. All right, guys, so that's the end of part 1. In part 2, I'll be talking about my cardio, diet changes, and my future plans. But in the meantime, be sure to like the Facebook fan page. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Definitely follow me on Instagram. As far as this video is concerned, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned.
Bitch, you wasn't with me lifting in the gym.